Hi everyone, this is the training methods and materials for our presentation, which you guys will get more information on in the next slide. So our group is working with the Great Opportunities Career Services and Day program. This day program was designed to help prepare adults with significant disabilities for the real world by training them in leisure and life skills. So currently the program offers more leisure and recreational classes than job training and life skills classes. There is a life skills class on Tuesday. However, only 20 out of the 200 participants attend consistently. That's roughly 10% of the participants who actually attend this life skills class. There's a little visual to help you guys see what 10% looks like. Our team, have been hired to implement a system to increase attendance in the helpful life skills classes. The day program has a variety of staff ranging from occupational therapists, speech therapists, psychologists, and behavior technicians. Our group has collaborated to create a reinforcement system to increase attendance and participation in the life skills class on Tuesdays. This system is a positive reinforcement-based system in which the participants are going to earn tickets, which they could later trade in for rewards such as gift cards, movie tickets, and snacks. So our team is going to train the staff at this Drapper Career Services to implement this program and be successful with it. Our team consists of Alexandra. She's been in the field of autism for 6 years now, and she has experience working with a range of clientele. She's worked in the school, in the home, and in the clinic settings with ages 2 to 22. Next, we have myself. I'm Rufina. I've been in the fields of ABA for 2 years. I have experience in the clinic, school, and home settings, and I've worked with clients ages ranging from 2 to 14. Tessie has been in the fields of ABA for 3 years. She has experience working with clients ages 2 to 12, and she's primarily worked in the clinic and home setting. Ramiro has been working in the fields of ABA for 2 years. He has experience in the home and in the school setting. He's worked with clients ages 2 through 20. And Kalia has been in the field for 8 years. She has gained experience working in homes, school districts, and clinics. She has worked with clients ages from 2 to 20. So that's our team.
Hi, my name is Kalea, and I'm going to be going over reinforcement strategies and a little bit on the background of reinforcement. The most widely used behavioral principle in educational and clinical settings is positive reinforcement. Several studies have shown that positive reinforcement is more effective than punishment procedures and increases motivation. All behaviors are followed by consequences, whether recognized or not, and those consequences are defined by the effect they have on the behavior. A consequence is termed a positive reinforcer when it results in strengthening the behavior it follows. When using positive reinforcement, appropriate behaviors and expectations are learned through rewarding the selected behaviors over a period of time. Punishment procedures often focus on what is wrong versus teaching and rewarding doing the right thing. Token reinforcement systems stipulate a relationship between a set of responses and the receipt, accumulation, and exchange of tokens for backup reinforcement. So we're going to be using a token economy to increase motivation and independence at Draper Career Services and Day program. The purpose of this is because there is a low number of clients that are regularly participating in life skills activities at Draper Career Services and Day program. It's beneficial for the clients to regularly participate as it gives them more opportunities to help them acquire skills needed to be more independent in their lives and in the community. Now I'm going to be going over the steps to implement a token reinforcement system. To ensure fidelity and understanding of the implementation plan, active communication and collaboration will take place with Drapper career staff, where we will discuss the intervention in detail and collaborate to determine what is most feasible before presenting changes to the staff and clientele. Reinforcement works best when all the stakeholders have a clear understanding of what is being reinforced and how to deliver reinforcement. Staff members will be given training videos to increase their knowledge and understanding of the intervention, as well as examples of desirable behavior that should earn a token. During all staff meetings, there will be opportunities for staff members to ask any questions to the clinical's behavioral team about the intervention. Now I'm going to go a little bit more in depth on these steps. So step 1 will be identifying reinforcing items or activities for the clientele, and this will be what the tickets are exchanged for. The cost will vary depending on the price of the item and how reinforcing it is. Reinforcer lists will be posted in common areas for everybody to see. Step 2, so elements of timing and frequency of reinforcement must be considered. Verbal reinforcement can be given to clients and used as a natural reinforcer. For example, telling a client, "It's nice to see you again. Are you enjoying the class?" This gives the client recognition for attending the class. Another example is, "Have you gotten a chance to see that new movie you wanted to see in theaters? Last I heard, you were only 2 tickets away from getting a movie pass." This is reinforcing because it is an indirect way of reminding the client they're almost at their goal and provides motivation. Tickets will be earned through attendance, participation, meeting work-related goals, and tickets will also be automatically given upon arrival to focus on increasing clients' attendance. Tickets for participation in activities will be given using a variable ratio schedule, with each client earning a minimum of 1 ticket for each activity. They participate in additional tickets when they go above and beyond, working to achieve their individualized goals. Now, step 3, attention must be given to the accessibility of reinforcement to reduce satiation. Reinforcement, which is the tickets, they should be delivered immediately upon arrival to the work study program. When the desired amount of tickets are collected, they are immediately exchanged for the reward. Data collection will be tracked daily for each client by using a data collection sheet and noting their attendance and participation level, also allowing limited access to desirable items on the reinforcer list outside of participating in work studies. So for example, if one client enjoys spending tickets on candy, the facility can remove some of the sweet options from the kitchen or common area and replace it with something different or healthier, so the access to the sweets is now controlled.
Team is implementing the ticket system. Essentially, how this works is the participants can earn 1 ticket for attending the class. So initially, we really want to reinforce attendance. They come to class, they get a ticket. They earn more tickets based on their participation, if they meet their work-related goals, if they engage in the work studies, and if they watch and discuss the video modeling. So they get a ticket for coming to class, and then more as they participate. And then the way they could trade in tickets, they could trade in 20 tickets for a movie ticket. 7 of those tickets can be traded in for a snack. 12 tickets can be traded in to a variety of gift cards. There's gift cards to coffee shops, ice cream shops, bookstores. And the participants could trade in these tickets after or before any of the classes. So they have to come to a Tuesday class, come up to a team member, and they could trade the tickets in for those backup reinforcers.
Reinforcement intervention has attracted significant attention for both industry and academics due to its success in solving some complex problems. In order to begin the reinforcement procedure, the supervisors or managers need to be trained on the following: implementing the token economy, when and how to provide positive feedback, and data collection on the form. Token economies are based on the principle of applied behavior analysis and emphasize the use of positive reinforcement to target behavior change. Token economies help participants to visualize progress, accept, and work for delayed reinforcement, learn to self-monitor, and learn to regulate behavior. Here the goals are to increase attendance and participation to the program center. A visual reward menu will be provided to motivate and self-evaluate their progress. Each participant receives a token upon arrival to the program center. The ticket can be claimed at the help desk along with a personalized envelope upon registration. The tickets earned each day should be collected into these envelopes. Each participant will earn a ticket each day of arrival, and this is to maintain an attendance to the program. The participant earns more tickets based on their participation for the skill acquisition classes. The instructors of each class or the program supervisor need to be approached to claim a ticket. The supervisors shall maintain a data collection form for each participant and record data of the tickets earned for each day. The next slide illustrates the data collection form. The participant can claim a reward at any time based on the rewards chart. The data form of the participant will be signed and dated by the supervisor once the reward is claimed. And make note, the supervisor or manager restarts collecting data on a new form for a participant after a reward is claimed. The participant once claims a reward needs to restart or begin with collection of tickets to earn more rewards. Positive feedback will be provided by the supervisors to motivate the participants at any given instance by telling them how proud they are of their efforts and make a huge fuss as a fact of how hard they have been working towards achieving their goal. It is important that they don't become reliant on rewards and but focus on the process they have been through to get that reward. And then eventually can shift some of that eccentric motivation to an awareness of how capable they are.
Two 200 adults with disabilities are enrolled in the Draper Career Services Day program, with only 20 clients regularly participating in the sheltered workshop. This means only 10% of adults in the program participate in the sheltered workshop. We are focusing on fulfilling the participation needs of the program scenario by implementing reinforcement as an evidence-based strategy to increase motivation to participate on a regular basis by increasing the motivating operations. We are hoping to increase participation by at least 20%. The program has been cited for not offering enough life skills and employment opportunities. By increasing participation in the program, the Draper Career Services Day program will be able to apply more opportunities for life skill and community employment.
So this slide is going to start by talking about the clinic-wide implementation plan. So the clinic-wide implementation plan has two phases, which is exploration phase and installation phase. So first phase will give a little overview or summarize the exploration phase, the key points of it. So the first is that the clinic-wide implementation intervention plan focuses on reinforcement strategy of token economy, right? This is the primary intervention that is going to be used and implemented for this scenario. So token economy is needed to increase attendance of participants in the classrooms, not only attendance of participants, but also participation within the classrooms, within the classes. right? It's important for them. It's essential for participants to participate and learn within these social skills classes that are being provided by the clinic. Right. So the plan to implement involves all staff working together. So in the services, it consists of 75 employees. Those 75 employees is a clinical behavior team, consists of a BCBA and 3 RBTs. So the plan is for all staff to work together and being trained by the clinic's behavior team as well. So being trained just in being trained in the basics of the token economy, how to use it and when to use it. Also, this intervention of the token economy is considered to be a tier 1, meaning that this intervention can be implemented to everyone in the clinic. And it's going to be implemented to every participant, so to each participant in the clinic. Remember, there are 200 participants in the clinic, and the goal is to use the token economy to increase the participation and attendance. So in this slide, we'll talk about more about the clinic-wide intervention plan, but this time is we're gonna focus more on the installation phase, the key points, or just summarize it. So the first is that extra funding could be provided through a local grant program, right? Local grant programs support clinics like the ones in this situation, in this scenario, and they provide additional support for clinics in installing the intervention, right, or any intervention, any plan that they have. So token economies could be costly, and that's why extra funding could be important or is important for this clinic, because it could be costly in terms of gaining the rewards and the reinforcers like movie tickets or gift cards in abundance. So it's very important for the clinic to get any additional funds, any additional funding from grants like this, like the local grant program that was mentioned right now. The clinic has the necessary resources available for the token economy to be utilized. I mean, they have enough staff, as mentioned previously on the previous slide. They have enough staff. They have the resources to create a token economy, to create data sheets such as paper and printers. So they have the necessary resources to carry on with this intervention. Just the only thing that was mentioned in the previous point is that extra funding can be provided in order to for additional support and gaining these reinforcers. So yeah, another thing is, well, and during the installation phase, it's very important for meetings, to have meetings with staff, mandatory meetings to be specific, to make sure that the token economy is being implemented correctly. During these meetings, the clinic's behavior team will check on or do like a check-in with the staff members that are running the token economy. They will, during these meetings, they will go over the correct ways, basically just provide videos to model how the token economy should be implemented during the implementation phase. And staff members like the teachers or job coaches are expected or are encouraged to ask any questions or concerns, or even share any success stories that they have seen with the implementation of the token economy. Right, so it's very important for that. Also, there's each staff member will be assigned roles, such as the BCBA of the clinic being assigned to develop the data collection sheets, while the other staff members, such as the teachers, job coaches, will be in charge of tracking attendance. Last but not least, during the installation phase, it's very important that points should be given for attendance and participation in the class. So that's how points should be given and rewarded, and or tokens should be rewarded for that, for participation and attendance in the class.
Final tips. How to determine if the intervention is successful. To determine if the intervention is successful, there should be an increase in participation and attending work programs. The clientele at Draper Career Services and Day program should be actively receiving and accumulating tickets that can be exchanged for other forms of reinforcement to increase motivation and participation. Altering reinforcement. Reinforcement is unique to each individual client. If a client mentions they do not like any of the reinforcement options, reinforcement should be altered to fit their needs. For example, the client may like baseball cards and prefer to trade tickets for baseball cards to add to their collection. The staff at Draper Career Services and Day program should be flexible and willing to change the reinforcement to properly motivate their clientele. Consistency is the key to a successful reinforcement program. Being consistent in delivering reinforcement quickly upon arrival and regularly throughout the workshop is important to keep motivation up. If the staff forgets to implement reinforcement one day, the following day, clients will be less likely to attend without motivation of reinforcement.